On the FaZe side, you're 4-0. On the Miami side, you're 3-0. And you've beaten LA Leaves in 2 of those. A great little stat for them.
Yeah, I mean, if you told me either of these teams were going to be 100% hardpoint, I'd say one is winning the event. Like, granted, we still have today to go. That probably won't be the stat line, but that was the weak link for both teams. Can they keep it going to hardpoint? Yeah, well, it's going to change because someone's going to lose. Obviously, within this series, but so many differences on the stage, so many similarities between the squads. We're spending maybe 60% of our series in Spain, and it is Hacienda across the board. The second you saw that, Joe, you were like, what the?
Well, I mean, this is kind of talks to, FaZe's struggles right now with their map pool. I mean, the Hacienda control, that was their go-to, but recently only 4-2 throughout stage 4 in that one. Well, we'll talk about that before we get there, but yeah, it's sort of what map do you want to play? They're getting away from Vault, so we have Hacienda open. Kind of their go-to now is Rewind, but you got to get to that map 4. You heard the guys talk about it. I mean, if Heretics are able to get to game number 5, Hacienda starts to destroy, like FaZe that used to be their auto veto, where this is the home for Heretics.
Yeah, I saw Real before it. I was like, 3 Haciendas. I was like, I guess they want to square up. We'll take that. He could have been more excited about the maps, but let's get it rocking. Winner's bracket final, winner a date in a final. We get out swinging to top halls as Miami Heretics get off to a hot start.
Yeah, already 3 dead and Ren 4 winning that first one. Sometimes when you are on the stage, that first gunfight goes your way. Immediately gets you locked in. The man has been a shooter all weekend.
If you talk about his series first phase and that stat line he put up, it is probably one of the most impressive individual performances when you talk about 2 teams playing this year. He was like 3,000 damage ahead of Ferrari, plus 30. It was unbelievable. Now, can he have that same performance here? Sure, he can, but it's going to take an incredible effort. Not a lot of time earned through the first hardpoint. Everybody focusing on spawns for next. It'll be Abizi fighting it towards back statue. The fact he gets 2. I mean, set them up real well here for next. So Real might make it interesting.
Yeah, hell of a life so far from Abizi. He was the one guy that was winning gunfights off the break. Allows his team really to find these spawns into the setup. Miami were trying to hunt him down. He ends up taking 2 down the battle through the front here. Super is by himself, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't need any help. This is going to open up the lanes on the pinch. Here jumps Real, but also Red Torb did some great timing out of BZ right off spawn. Oh, but Salian picks it up.
Salian picks it up, and FaZe continue to hold. It feels like Heretics have gotten up kills like making it messy, but it hasn't really been messy. It's been messy like towards the hard point, not messy in the actual hard point. All the fights that have gone down towards the objective have gone the way of FaZe, and they'll continue to lock it down. Salian picking up gunfights over and over again. Another chance to break in. These 2 are dead. Abizi will drop, and finally he'll get in, but with 15 seconds left, thanks for FaZe. You take that. Let's go ahead and rotate to next.
Yeah, Metals is already telling you how well. He's able to find one off spawn. Real on the rotation does get taken down by Sim. But there's a chance here if Metals is able to play his life. Maybe you can chain these 2 together. But again, it is Abizi on this rotation. He's able to find the key kill, allow FaZe, allow himself to get on the hill.
And you've got FaZe members everywhere. Early on rotation, also at halls, also flanking off of Hall. Draza is going to get an absolute gimme. Trying to line up 2. Patience, trigger discipline. Beautiful there from Draz. Setting up tight. Plat will be set. He'll only get 1, but that's about everything you want from 2 to 3 so far for FaZe. I mean, not a big lead, but playing well.
Yeah, I mean, I talked about Red Court in his opening duel. After that, he just finds his second kill. So a slow start for him at minute 5, and again, an opening on the pinch. This time it's going to be Celium. He's going to find 3. Talked about it, not the best of it, but he hasn't needed to because Simp has been unreal.
Exactly, like the 2 hot hands coming into this. One side Red Roar, other side Simp. They're the slowest starts, right? Like, they don't get rolling, so maybe which of those guys gets into takeover mode will be the difference, or it'll just be a self-extravaganza. Your favorite in the MVP race. Put in work, and okay, maybe now Rancor starting to shoot. He'll put him down.
Yeah, nice little start here for FaZe though, right? I feel like sometimes on Hacienda, they're a team that maybe wins some rotations or, messes it up the last second. But here at 2 and 3, they do a very good job to build this 50-point lead. A very good P4 team as well. Just trying to take their time on the break. Celium's going to take a long route, maybe trying to catch a Tommy on Real. Well, that's going to be the first blood, and now here comes the break.
Oh, no, that was their whole focus. They didn't want Real to catch time. I mean, they're doing their homework. They're trying to shut down Real and then make the push. They line up in the corner, and Cell gets both. He's turning, and he's turned. Not turned enough. Real back into the fight. As the war will continue here around the point, only 20 seconds remaining on it, but still trying to earn a lot of time. Abizi trying to be the playmaker in Raza, though. With the help combined, they're able to take down 3 in the Still growing.
And they are reading all the splits. I mean, they're breaking this from top hallway. So both spawns, garage side and water side were open. And well, FaZe do a really good job there. They're a team susceptible of that, just not picking up a spawn out. But so far, so good. Very clean Hacienda for FaZe. We have not seen this time. And Sally, I'm just saying, hey, how are you?
On that push and break, it told me they are making sure Real can't take over and find time. Like they had no interest in pushing that until they snuffed him out. Incredible work and an incredible lead. Granted, Heretics is going to make a run at some point, or are they? Because Cell is not missing. Draws is on 4 straight. Draws leading the way in the objective. Cell leading the way in the slang. A nice little stretch there till finally for Heretics. The guns are just, they got to start to get hot. Because I think what has turned them into a respawn powerhouse at times, maybe the best wording, but like when Rancor had that takeover ability, he can gap teams. If he's 6-11, you're not, I don't know that they're going to win the game.
Yeah, stats are tough because they've lost a couple of rotations. But what, 60-point lead here for FaZe again, trying to win this rotation towards P2. Let's hear the comms from FaZe.
A crazy stretch, some crazy plays. Heretics battle back into the game, but currently inside of Rock, FaZe are holding.
Yeah, Rancor goes on a route. He's able to catch Tommy on Draza, so maybe trying to respond here with a break of their own, keeping them in the game. Rancor medals. All of a sudden, Rancor switches to the AR for dead. And well, Heretics very much in this game. I do want to check if we can check medals because he was on a 5 spree. He had a ton of time and see if he was able to earn a Hellstorm now. So no Hellstorm. Just curious if they had one. Only a 16-point game as we go to our 3rd set of hills.
Medals has been turning up in some of these big moments. Finally traded out, but let's get into our 3rd set. 13 points separating these squads. It felt like FaZe had a chance to blow them out early, but that P2 hold during the listen-in, so good from Heretics. And honestly, they've just been playing way better.
Yeah, I mean, you win the P2 and then you split both P3 and P4, right? You were able to find a couple of breaks, which they were not able to do on the first rotation. That's why this is such a tight game.
And Rancor's turned it around. It's like,
Well, but yeah, when you're winning rotations, gonna make your life a hell of a lot easier. A big play here from Abizi. He's trying to set up maybe for P2. Just have them worry about him. You see, this drags 2 players' attention, but Heretics hunt him down.
They deal with it well. They catch Simp sprinting. That'll be 3 dead. 10 seconds left here, so you have a chance to get off spawn and battle back. FaZe will have another opportunity at this to make it messy early in the P2. Heretics trying to get to their spots. Worried about the water route, worried about the rock. They're all just going to send it in right they got through lobby. They're taking the fight. I don't know how many eyes they got, how many they're able to spot, but Rancor's able to line up too.
They should get spawns here. They might get spawns FaZe. No, actually, so they're going to block the back. Metals is so far out boathouse, so it's a 3 versus 4 for a while. But if they hang on, I'm not sure if FaZe is going to read this Metals spawn out. Here we go, Real on the hill, able to find one. Trades going down all over, and well, it's going to continue that way.
You still have one on either side of this. Rancor and Metals both going to get the kills, pushing out this lead. 210 up, 30 seconds still to earn. They can't win it, but they can get damn close. Metals has turned up in the second half of this game. Really, the Heretics team just got hot after the slow start. Locking down back-to-back P2s. FaZe taking their time, but they are feeling the pressure. They'll get one entry, but Simp is instantly going to drop. Draws is going to get clipped. They'll earn the final 10. FaZe have got to rotate.
I mean, now you have a Hellstorm on Rancor. What a turnaround from him. 24-17. Hellstorm Supers going on around. They want to try to win it right here on this rotation. It's only Celium on the hill. He's going to have to deal with the missile. Dodges that. Draws it, though, able to pinch. Does find one. So the ARs of FaZe trying to keep them in the game.
Pressure to sell. He's just getting swarmed. Too many things to watch. Heretics are in. 5 needed for the win. They're finding all the kills. Turned it on at the midway point. Have not looked back. One more gunfight, and that might seal it. Not quite yet. Simp able to get 2. And Draws there with the help. We're not done. Rancor on 7 in a row. Finally, his spree comes to an end. This would be insanity if they somehow do this.
I mean, we've had a couple of them.
They get all the 20 seconds here, and they somehow win their rotation to rock. Who the hell knows? But one break, and we are done. The contest is still here. Simp going big again. He's able to get a double, get the 5 straight, get them back into it. There's a team kill.
To the other point.
Gets on it. So contest is there long enough. The rotation to tick. Rotation is real, but the boys are flying over. FaZe still a chance to do this.
They have to get on hill. Able to contest. 199, 249. And Abizi's going to be able to get 2.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Somehow we have had some insane hard points this weekend, and we're going to have another one. Math on a winner's final. Metals always on it for half a second, and they continue to contest.
It just continues to be a half second. They need that one more half second to close it out, but they cannot find it. Oh, this is stressful. There's a team kill for Heretics. FaZe, I think, have the tick right now to win it. They get a perfect hold. Joe, what do you see on the map?
Real's going to go on a long route, and they did the first, so it's all down to Rock. And while Zell, he's going to pick up the pitch. But, well, everyone did kills here for FaZe, but they cannot win here. We're going to go to a P1 if this happens, if they hang on to the P4.
There's a team kill. Pressure to Abizi now. Pressure.
Now rotation.
6 diamonds. Abizi able to get 2. Another
might get a Hellstorm.
Everything. So close to the Hellstorm. First up is going to be Draws. Hellstorm is locked and loaded. We'll see when it comes into play. 10 points down.
Someone's out of contest.
Hellstorm in. The fight for the point is Simp is able to get 1. Heretics are searching for a point. They're able to get 2. They get it there. The streak will hit. Someone's got to get on it. Abizi going to launch into it. We are not done yet. Graza's up to help from the top. Graza is in. FaZe have got it or have they? Yeah, hold away. Heretics win it. Holy shit, what a game was. Whoa. Wow.
We almost passed out.
Yeah, I forgot how to breathe. Oh my God.
I mean, this just starts from the P3.
The number of times they actually got in for half a second.
I thought it was over so many times.
3 times at least.
A couple of team one-on-ones. First of all, Simp, I mean, he gets a couple of team multi-kills after Rentor's able to find some towards this P3 to get us to a P4. Then Celium wins the one-on-one at the end of P3. I don't know who is it on the other side. Was it Abizi that somehow just gets in towards the rock hill, then he starts to go crazy. But yeah, it's Simp. Then there's the flank. You have this one-on-one right here. And I thought it was done right there with the slide. And now on rotation, it's up to Draza and Abizi. Well, you just kept it going forever.
Bro, this was insane. Nearly a comeback of astronomical proportions, but Heretics, despite the pressure, able to close it out. That's when you lose that, bro. You're on 249 for 3 straight points. That might just break you. That might break you.
I mean, I don't think we've got some Raul. I've never seen anything like this. Comes down to the wire. What, 30 seconds? You're waiting for this long route on Real. And I thought maybe this was it, right? Because that's the first one. Real to take a route. But everybody wins gunfights for FaZe. There's a clean 3 dead. Super can't do anything. So we're thinking now, all right, rotation of P1. Abizi was able to earn the Hellstorm. FaZe just made sure time after time to add someone in this objective. Make sure Miami couldn't find this final second.
I just got to see the final sequence again.
Well, it's just like they spawned fences, I think is what really threw FaZe off. After this set of kills right here, what, the players of Miami spawned fences, so they just have this crazy little entry through connector.
The final moment again. A wild battle here at Fountain. Rancor I thought had 2, but it's Raza that clutches up. Everyone just flying towards the point, and the timing there just right in behind Simp. The double there to win it. And it's, oh my God, if you're a Heretics fan or player, you take a sigh of relief. That was nearly devastation. But add another memorable map to the weekend.
Yeah, we owed it.
Oh.
Major 2 and Major 3. We just had so many 3-0s, blowouts. Not this one.
I was blowing my voice out, bro. Oh. Woo! 1-0. A crazy one to start us off. Remember, Heretics are going to be Team A in this, so that is their hard point pick. It is a 250 to 249 win. Unbelievable stuff in the map 1. So now we will get to FaZe's pick in the search and destroy. FaZe always opt for Team B. They'll look to bring it back in the 2, 3, 4s. They'll get the control pick. They'll get the map 4 pick. That's kind of their recipe for success. But that's like their thing. If they come and beat you in map 1, they beat you in your map pick, they think they've won the series. Yeah, they almost do it there.
Here's this game flow. And I mean, you start to see when Miami win it back. They win the second P2, almost tie it up. You know, they're able to find a big break at the following hill. It gets them within 16. And honestly, they just won 2 P2s in a row. In a really... It was a solid first push out of FaZe, but they could never get the spawns. There was always just like one more player for Miami.
They were up like 80, right? 60 to 80 for the first P2. What was it?
Yeah, 120 to 60.
Yeah. And that's when they, I think right when they went to listen, I said to you, I was like, here we go. Like, it's a map now. And they had the whole, wow. What a map there to start us off. I'm sweating already, dude. Woo! Search and destroy on Proto. Advantage to FaZe, obviously here's their pick. We know how good they could be at Proto. For Heretics, you're trying to battle that map 5, and maybe they can win it before that, but map 5, they got a clear advantage.
Yeah, but they're such a good search team, right? You can see last 10 maps right here for both of these squads, 9-1, 8-2. The last 2 times these 2 teams met up though on Protocol was at the last major. It goes all the way to around 11. So this is one with Miami they don't play a ton of, right? We know what FaZe like to do on this map. Everybody does. It's just, can they slow down this A arsenal? And do FaZe switch it up? Maybe look back at that VOD, see what this Heretics team likes to see. It's gonna be FaZe on attack first.
Cell shooting. And that map 1.
He slowed down though, but yeah, somehow ends up negative.
That's true, actually. He was fine. I mean, at one point he was double positive for like a long stretch. The exact opposite combo for Rancor is he started like double nagging, ends up going nuts. That player, he is special, bro. Like, they were to be saying his name for a long, long time. Abizi thinks he finds the opening. Real, though, is lurking, and he's going to have plays like that that's going to drive Abizi insane.
Well, and I thought maybe they checked that because Cell threw a stun there, and he got a tag. So he just checked that spot. Draza's going to get caught by Rancor sidewalk. So 4 versus 2 here for Simp and Cell.
1v3 now to Simp. He's been spotted, he's been dropped. Another Heretics player in a corner. They like to lurk, they like to rat, and they will catch you. And BZ likes it across top mid. He's good at doing it, good at finding timings. Real is just laying there tucked away. Both his kills, they're so annoying.
No,
they're so
mean,
annoying.
It's such a nice little off angle there for him, but yeah, I'm almost certain that cell break off. He threw a stun there. You just don't check it, or you don't expect anyone there. Yeah, nice little first blood. And Draza ends up getting caught by Rentor.
I got a feeling we'll see more of the offensive action over towards A.
Yeah, once they get trophies.
Yeah, once they get trophies. But yeah, 2 for Rancor, 2 for Real in a round victory here. Nate's hit. Is there a follow-up?
You heard the trophy. You heard the trophy just go down, but it's a second late.
Real just taking his time, looking for an opening. He will be the play caller. Might be Super, that's the shot caller, but Real will be the one finding those openings.
Yeah, well, FaZe, they're just going to leave Simp down here. Kind of that raid boss over towards A. Draza's going to get spotted helicopter side, and well, Real, another first blood added to his name, just controlling top middle gun. Now, what does his team do to follow it up?
They'll get traded out. Cell will eventually get a BZ trying to get aggressive. Super might be in trouble. We'll see if he can hit the shots. He will take the shot. That is a hell of a gunfight win. Simp gonna drop as well. It's all on Cell now, 1 versus 2.
Yeah, I mean, Super just backs up just to play the AR, right? You know, he knows that BZ has this up, but there is the info. Able to spot both of them. Just needs one more bullet on a Super. Able to read it onto Rentor. Now, what do? Do you go for the objective? Do you chow the guy? And while you're gonna chow, sell the up top mid.
He's worried about the push. Pistol out for a second. 10 seconds to go. They gotta get the plant. Cell spot for info and gets burned. Thought it was another Cell 1v2, but not happening to Heretics. The 2 top search and destroy teams continue to fight.
Yeah, and he's just looking for the info. Is he pushing me? Does he maybe cross towards the objective? But heck of a 1 versus 2 there for Cell.
If Rancor doesn't hit those shots, he loses the round.
Yeah.
Like, dude, he's 4-0.
But maybe more impressive was the Super, just to make sure they had the numbers, because he was getting hunted down by a BZ.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 2-0 to Heretics now. Rancor yet to drop. I imagine we'll be having our standard A hit now with the trophy, and that will be the case. 2-player spiral for Heretics.
Someone's already up. Look at number 4. Real is already in the house. And well, it's going to be a double up. It's going to be a double up. It's Super does get traded. It's a 2 for 2, but do you expect bottom zip so quickly? Number 4, Real, about to get in a position. And well, of course, it's the one player who would probably check that. It's Simp.
Now Cellium will hold it. Simp Cell. Rancor Real. Rancor Real are 7-1 so far.
No trophy.
Utility going to be everything. They're able to hit, get some damage in. Counter stuns over FaZe so good. And the counter nade. Cell's going to get dropped over on Simp to clutch up. Able to win 1 and take out the second. The 1v2 for Simp. Get FaZe right back in this.
So good in the A bomb site, this duo.
And we'll just the bumpers, bro.
Yeah, just sliding back and forth. And yeah, I think it's that stun right from Cellium, and then you reposition. I just don't think they knew where Simp went. He's able to snap onto the first, pulls out the pistol for the second. Well, they needed that round.
Well, and then Cell, I mean, when Cell got caught, he was stunned too, right? So I think he got stunned once, hit with a nade, counter stun, then he got stunned again. Like that, everyone had all the utility, it seems, because everything got launched. But in the chaos, your 2 MVP candidates from FaZe step up and Simp and Cell and get the round win. On the other side, it's the Rookie of the Year combo.
Well, straight up B. It's all about can you get this bomb down cleanly. You already have the information if you're FaZe 3 players backed up, but that's going to be the first blood. Another one here for Miami, leading that category, and now Abizi is so far away from this. He's obviously trying to do what he can. He's relying on his teammates, and now his teammates are going to get flanked. It's going to be Metals. Maybe that shuts down this round. So many openings for FaZe, and that is it. So Abizi, well, he was hoping that doesn't happen, but nice little play there for Metals.
Metals with the play and looking like a 3-1 round edge. Dominating in the first bloods. Abizi looking for kills, finding some, but just no time to work with, no opening to work with. We are 4 rounds in. Super has 2 first bloods. Real has 2 first bloods. FaZe have 0.
Oh, so it's 4-0 again.
And that's a problem.
Yeah, and especially there, right? I mean, over towards that B bomb site, you just cannot get caught. And while Metals, he found the opening, that lets them know Abizi's probably flanking.
Yeah, I mean, if you have all 4 players there, that's something that's probably picked up. But Simp gets caught early, you're right. You just can't drop there. Hell of a clutch to get him around, but then you get caught early. Because those are the exact openings that happen when you are down a man. Easy hit with the nade, trying to get across top middle. He got caught once. What, that round 1. They got some eyes on him, he hits the nade. That's going to be time to go. Real goes across on the other side. Whoa.
He's so quick. So quick in these rounds. So much information given to his team because of him. Well, Super, another first blood. Realdo does get caught by Celium. Bomb, though, going down. Well, maybe not. He's going to hop off of this because they don't have a ton of information. Celium, though, might get hunted down by 3 of Miami Heretics. He knows this, and he's like, I'm getting to my friends.
Hell of a life there out of cell. Gets the kill, crosses to his teammates. Now trying to find an angle here to help out. Did he get another one? He gets caught. Metals with a big one. Draza, though, with the trade. 2 versus 2. Pressure coming to Heli. Simp is able to win his fight. Draza just dancing, then dropping. 1 versus 1. Simp's already had to win a 1v2. This time, got to clutch up in the 1 versus 1 to get the second round on the board. Super's going to send it. Simp is going to get eyes. The timing. The check. Simp will get there. Simp will close it out. I just shut up because I don't want anything given away.
And I mean, on the side of FaZe, I mean, yes, Simp wins the 1 versus 1, but that round is all Celium. He brings it back after Abizi dies. That just wastes so much time, gets his teammates to him, plays a good bait so Draza can pick up the trade.
I mean, I guess you feel pretty good if you're FaZe and you're down a round and you don't have a single first blood. But at the same time, you relied on clutches for both. This could very easily be a blowout for Heretics. The Simp clutches keeping a minute, but they've got something's got to change here in their early round. Super, or Real finding far too many openings and picks. Real right back to finessing mid. AR in hand, he did get spotted here.
The other side of the map, Abizi's just gonna lock down zipline, it looks like. He's just trying to find some information, and they've just been so patient out of Miami where FaZe just, they don't have the info. You're using the full minute 30. If you are Heretics, just try to find a pick, another first blood of their name.
Yeah, Abizi tries to find an opening, not gonna happen. We'll hop out to the sky cam here. The simple place he's absolutely tweaking.
Now, we know this is a spot that players like to check, though, but I mean, I don't know if you're gonna expect this. Real goes all the way to cliffside.
And behind
I don't think Sim's gonna see this, right? There's no way.
In opening, Abizi able to get the first. Sim now gonna get spotted.
Oh, but Sim, he gives the call out, but that's bomb. That is bomb. It's just, can Real do something from this position?
Chance to be the hero.
2v2.
15 seconds to go. Draws gonna reposition and find the pick. It's all gonna be on Rancor now, and he's just out of the play. Bomb down across the map. Just no time to do this, barring some sort of insane throw from FaZe, but they're too split. No chance to do it. Just no time. I mean, the fact that, the setup took so long.
Well, it took so long, but it's also, as soon as he gets to his spot, on one side, Abizi gets a kill, and then he's able to spot Sim, but Sim slides to bomb, and Metals just got there. I mean, just a couple of key moments there for Heretics, and that goes way differently.
That was almost like better to watch from his POV, yeah, instead of like Sims, because you think he's got a freebie, but the timing on the slide and the fact that he gets a kill, what an insane one. 3-3 now. Abizi gets the blood, so you finally have a first blood. They're going to need some more.
Well, you're thinking phase A, but it feels like they want to hunt down Real. Well, you see that number 4, just the way that FaZe is approaching this now. He's just found too many openings, so let's play a little bit slow, play a little spread, try to shut him down. The problem is, though, you try to hunt Real, Super's watching his back.
Poke out Plat and get buried. We've seen that before. Metal's going to be the lone guy down here. Does he get one? He gets one.
Cross with Super.
Not going to get anything. Sip checks it, fries him. They've got bomb site control for now.
I thought Super was going to be able to help him out a little bit more, but that was not the case.
No, he got clothesline. 8 and 3 out of Simp, 4 straight. trying to win it in the 3 versus 4. They've had to do it a couple of times. But we get down to the 3 versus 3. Here comes the retake. It's here quick. Celium gets one melt. Real tucked. Can he get a multi? It's awkward for him. Dives across. He drops. Rancor last up. 1 versus 3. Simply no opening. Best of luck with that.
And, yeah, you just can't allow them to get into that site that easily. I thought, yeah, Super was going to be the help out Metals. He just slides across. Simp fries him.
Oh, that looked like a joke from Metals people.
No, there's just no reaction whatsoever. As the A-bomb continues to be phases.
And maybe Simp, the hard point hasn't been there over, well, these past couple of months, really. I know this weekend it has, but the search has been sensational. Yep. 9 and 3 now, a couple of clutches.
4 plants, 3 plants.
Working bomb. First blood, 6-1. Now to Heretics, but apparently just throw that stat out the window. And some of they've been clean, most of them, too. He's like, okay, well, I got the info. I am out of here.
First time here for Miami, though, and this is clean. So 4 versus 4, you have trophies. How did FaZe retake?
Real needs to not get caught. Far in.
That's an opening.
Damage into 1 to 2. They want to fly off of that. Trophy gonna eat the rest. Zip gets the 1 kill. Abizi just trying to wait for the help to come in. Zip is going to drop. Super's able to get 2. Abizi now in trouble. Cell trying to help him out. The slide and Chal is in. Cell now 1 versus 2. Scurrying away. 9 HP. Back to full. Back to Challenge. Not able to win it. Heretics with a huge round there. They bring it back into 3v4 after the blood from the car.
I mean, that is all Super. He stands his ground, able to find the first one, and Droz just gets caught. He gets caught climbing. He's a freebie. He's trying to find maybe an off angle, get a better position, maybe jump across, but instead he meets bullets to the face there by Super.
Yeah, you think after the car gets a kill plus damage, I think to maybe even a second.
Yeah, they got rid of the trophy.
I think some good utility got hit from Heretics, though, to like pause that push for a second. Like Abizi got like cornered, then yeah, as you said, Draza gets caught. He doesn't. You probably take the round, but props to Super now at the 9 and 7. Shot caller for the team and sensational surge player. FaZe kind of back to their standard push here, but they want to meet him. Jumping across, little kangaroo, gonna get slammed. Abizi able to get the first blood, but traded out. The follow-up should be coming. Simp able to take it. Rancor the only one left.
I mean, just nobody can stop this.
No, they're the best team. Best team at Working Egg. Plan is in. If someone can stop it, maybe it's this man. Superman. No, that's terrifying. Good luck. FaZe, round away from tying us up at 1-1. We had a 250-249 hard point. Well, why not go down to a round 11? Let's see if we can get there.
I mean, just keeping it simple as FaZe. Yeah, just nobody does it better. Putting that trophy in that spot, not allowing utility to hit them, and then getting the first blood. And a lot of times for most teams, it just gets messy. There's a multi-kill that comes in, whatever it is, but they just don't allow it to happen.
But poor Metals, like, he's just got to that corner. I mean, it's different how it plays out, but he gets just slammed both times. One time Simp, one time Abizi. He doesn't even really get damage in it. He's just gone.
Miami's feeling it.
Let's see if they're able to do it. Our turn. Trophy's a little bit deeper, though. Not as far pushed forward. We'll see if the magical PC car comes into play.
Well, FaZe might just go. They might go a little bit quicker this time. You do have Simp pushed up, so maybe you're waiting on him. Bomb is planted. Trophies are down. So last time for FaZe, this did not work out. They're going to try to switch up the approach. Starting with Simp, he might have a 1 versus 1 versus Rancor. It's going to be awkward.
Metals got one at the same time, so do Real. Simp at 12 and 4. Is he going to get there too late? Draws up. 1 versus 1, and Simp does it again! 14 and 4. 3 clutches in the map, 2. The GOAT getting things done.
I mean, just right place, right time there for Simp. Every single time, every engagement. He was in the spot he needed to be. Found the timing on a Rancor. The trades are starting to go down. You're feeling good. Somehow Draza gets through. He was able to slide towards Bomb, and they just don't know where Simp's going to be. Is he to drop down Zip? He ends up going plat. Well, just again, that 2-man game. But it all ends with Simp.
Well, I think you can see why we talked about some of the similarities of these two teams when it comes to their strengths. We'll watch this round 10 one more time. He draws his timing. Absurd to get through. The fact he has great damage in the metals as well.
Nice, yeah.
That damage is huge. Then maybe he gets the case still full health, so might get it regardless, but makes it easy.
And I think Super is probably just looking at Zip, right? Like, where was Simp? I have to watch the zip line. Maybe not looking big door. The Simp was full HP, but 1,400 damage there for Celium. Impressive stuff, but not as impressive as that number 7.
Yeah, the terrifying thing about the Tiny Terrors is that there are 2 of them. Maybe not the map you want out of a BZ, but just a monumental one. They're at a Simp. These 2 teams just are battling. I mean, you have 4 plants that would have to go as well. A First Blood. The First Blood did start to shift a bit. I mean, advantage to Heretics, absolutely, but you get like 3 or 4 by the end of that if you're phased. Granted, in that one, I feel like the First Blood didn't matter a whole lot. There were so many 3v4s by either team. But wow, we thought this could be a special series just due to the team's play styles and strengths, and that's what we've had so far. Des, can't wait to hear your thoughts.
I want more.
Yes, please.
Just as soon as possible. These games have been so good. We were talking about it in the green room. Greatest hardpoint comeback of all time, thwarted by Miami.
Yeah, it had to be thwarted at 249 though, right? It had to be the absolute closest it could possibly be. But yeah, I think one of the greatest hardpoints we've seen. I mean, I saw the Bird app absolutely popping off as well. Everyone sort of seeming to agree. So if that's a sign of things to come in this series, the search was great too. Control, who knows?
And we were talking about it on the desk. We have a new favorite storyline that we just sent to the script writers. The new goal, have Miami win this, secure their spot in a grand final. Then we get Atlanta versus LA Thieves to fight for the #1 seed at Champs. Before we get to that, though, let's take a look at the highlights. Allie, it is Simp 14-4. Chris Lair is putting up career numbers tonight.
Listen, this is nightmare rotation for Miami Heretics because the last time they went up against Atlanta FaZe, Simp put up similar numbers in a 1.46 in the Search and Destroy. And it's tough, especially when you're playing Protocol and those trades are going down in computers. And it's essentially like Atlanta FaZe have a 5th man because Simp is good for 2 almost every life. Great stuff out of Chris Lair.
Yeah, I mean, it just comes down to like the final rounds in this game, right? Simp just makes massive plays. In that situation, I love Miami, how they were just taking low A, like getting the bomb down on their offense at the end. But Rancor gets caught by himself. I mean, this is 2, if not the 2 best Search and Destroy teams, like top 3, and they're just going back and forth trading. You can see the mental battle. Obviously, Simp, when he goes takeover mode in plays like this, is just going to give you a massive edge.
Final rounds, it was 4-4. You had a big play from the RC car that opened things up. Then you have Simp. They all wait for him to pick off Rancor at the top. Kills are being traded back and forth. He slides in for the final blow, his 14th of the game, as he is in the running for another MVP award at the end of this event.
Not terribly surprised. That's what he does, man. Just what he does.
Yeah, he stuck into the regular season MVP argument as well. Like, he was on the outside looking in at Scrap and Cell, but now you look at this tournament and what he's been able to do. Simp is in that discussion for sure because he is playing lights out right now. But that being said, we're still 1-1 in this series, and there's 2 more Haciendas to go. And that is the map that Heretics have seemingly mastered over the last month and a half.
Let's take a look at the mastery unfolding. It was 1 point. That's all they needed to do to finish here. Atlanta FaZe, though, showing their championship caliber. They took us to the absolute distance.
And it's insane because Miami Heretics, it was a beautiful P2 hold. It was the ARs walking down the top hallways, heading into Lamborghini. They almost get a full 60 there. And then it's just solo chow after solo chow trying to fight for that last point.
Yeah, this is the smallest thing each time. Like you saw there on fences, Celium slides into contest, which buys them the extra rotation. We get over here, and Real plays timid. It allows Abizi and Draza to close the distance and find some kills. The couple team kills come in. It gets chaotic at the end of these hard points, and Miami are just like, we need 1 second. Just push the hill. Somebody get a trade, but Abizi keeps finding 2. Streak comes on in. You lose track of Real at the very end. Real puts the icing on the cake with a 2.
Shout out to IOU Turtle, one of the other stats wizards in the community. We saw him on the stage earlier with a great tweet. We have now seen a number of 250 to 49, but you can count them on 2 hands, Miles.
Yeah, 10, and they are unbelievable, man. I mean, this one has given us a couple. This one from Real as well. Target prioritization and Resolute, the guy in time, gets him first. Yeah. If there's a potential for a contest, that's an immediate win for his team. The second guy was a big gunfight win regardless, but that is a very, very stressful moment and an incredibly important decision to make under immense pressure.
Yeah, because if they lose that map, I mean, this series is done.
Done.
It was huge, and you know we should talk about Rencor as well. Like multiple times making massive plays to give them the lead that they had. It got dicey at the end, but majority of that map they were playing some flawless COD.
Yeah, Sim shot his body as well, man. He had
what were we
full
doing?
mag. It was a full mag, dude, and that was more than enough to turn him on.
We've got more clips and a lot to talk about, Ali, as we have just 3 teams remaining as we start to whittle down to our MVP award potentially. When it comes to Control, these 2 guys are leading their squads.
Yeah, Control has been unreal for the side of Atlanta FaZe, and for Miami Heretics, that's been their struggle, right? They've worked on it, found a little bit of success. It's just the issue is they're going on a Hacienda that they matched up the same on the last time these 2 teams went against each other, and it was an Atlanta FaZe 3-0 absolute smoke show. I mean, you're talking a 1.85 out of Simp and a 2.4 out of Abizi, a 2.4 in Control out of Abe. It's not looking good for Miami Heretics.
Those are big numbers. We got a big game 3. It's the swing game, your winner's final with Merc and Maven.
Bro, I was happy to see that map one again because I wondered, like, the timing for Real. Dude, you saw Simp's reaction. That was actually...
Yeah, he was like, I was just there.
That was disgusting. He, like, just peeked arches for that exact play. You know, he reads the game as good as anybody. Just checked it, just turned. Real drops down plat and shoots him in the back. Like,
Yeah,
wow.
it's just a 249, 249.
Yes, yeah, I think he's thinking there, like, I got to get to the point. I got to fight around the point. Like, it's just one tick, but holy... This has been a whole lot of fun. We hope you guys are enjoying this show. What do you say? It was like, what was it? How many 250, 249s was it? 10? Yeah, I think we've done like 7 of those, I swear. I don't know what the actual breakdown is. I've been a part of a lot of them, and nothing more electric maybe in all of esports than a good 250, 249 hard point. Wow. Okay, the fight continues. As much as we talked about similarities to these teams when it comes to hardpoint and search, we obviously give the edge to FaZe when it comes to Control, but as of late, just talking Hacienda, maybe not the case.
Yeah, and Miami's 2-0 this stage on this map.
Yeah.
Like, this is one of their go-tos. Well, it's been one of their better maps.
Plays their play style.
Yeah, it's been since they added Super, and it's just really for FaZe, what is their offense like? Because recently, throughout Stage 4, it's what they've struggled with the most. They used to just be, I don't know, so darn good here, almost guaranteed offensive wins, but that has not been the case.
I think sometimes they play the Control the same way for 6 years. They want one person on it. They want to slay around it. Map control first, objective second. I think sometimes we're playing against teams like Heretics and how fast they want to play, you just need to stack the points sometimes. I think you just get more bodies on and take the objective. Like, I know it's not that simple, but we've talked about this for years.
Yeah, and well, I mean, the key with that strategy is the player on the point has to play their life. And to me, that's been the biggest difference, is the guy around B has just been getting picked, right? So they haven't been able to pause the clock as much as that they'd liked. And well, then you have to get out of your spawn, and that's just tough to deal with. But here we go. Yeah, a couple of players around B. Dross is able to find 2 to continue this fight in this position. Well, not the best snap, but buys time for Abizi to get there.
You know, nearly an unbelievable play. Well, the fact he got 2 was unbelievable, but he gets 3 there. That might be the point. Pushing through and taking a route will be kind of super. We'll keep our eyes on him on the mini-map, but not involved for now. They don't need him. The rest of the team picking up the kills, and yeah, you said the offense has been a pain point here for FaZe. They're feeling the pain right now. Draza nearly walking away with a big double again, but traded and silenced. Oh, for bumping chest. Sal's winning it.
Yeah, and it's just sort of in these kind of scenarios, right, where you have 1 or 2 out towards B. And a lot of times for FaZe, like, they would make the plays, but that has not happened. Teams have done a lot better with dealing with those players around Shed, around Tin. But you do get 1 on towards A, 35 seconds. Trying to find that minute extension.
Second tick is done today. Draws sub out, still hunting. Finally not going to work out for him there. 30 seconds to go. Yeah, you still need that minute extension. They deal with Metals, who is aggressive. Real is pushed up a bit. Nice gunfight win there from Cell. His subs all over the place right now. Did he check it? He does, but half checks it and ends up getting caught. But you just need half the tick to extend the round. Metals not able to get top window. That's Simp with the coverage in there. I thought the stack in for a second. 2-piece from Real though. Maybe everything and trying to clear the point. Pressure to Abizi out to come away with 2, and he's able to do it. Oh my God, what a moment there from Real, then by Abe.
Yeah, and I mean, that all stems from that one-on-one. Abizi checked the corner, but Real was able a little bit deeper. Just couldn't see him with that gunfight that rotates back towards A, but we're playing more in round number 1. Metals is going to be pushed up well. Top open's going to be Red Tor, but all of FaZe top halls there for this raid.
Picking them apart. Up 5 lives. Complete control. Pressure to Heretics to do something special. They got to win what feels like every single gunfight. They're trading, but trading simply not going to be good enough. Cell been doing the damage with the sub. Timing atrocious for Real. No respawns remaining for Miami. Dross has been crucial in this opening round on offense. This feels like Major 1. Just 4 subs out, hitting you in the face. Last player is going to be Super. Simp. A triple-ended phase. Strike first.
Well, a little bit better there from FaZe, and it's not really the B point, it's the A point, and that turn from aBeZy. He loses the first gunfight to Real, then Real goes hero mode, playing defense, finds 3, but it was aBeZy right off spawn, just jumping through rock.
I thought Real won the round. I thought he won the round for him. But then aBeZy does the same exact thing. It's crazy. I mean, there can be some meaningless kills in COD, but not often is it meaningless multi-kills when it comes to control. Well, okay, control is not really meaningless kills, period, because the life count. It's more a conversation hardpoint, yeah? Or a 1v something to a round lost in search. But the multi-kill is so crucial for taking advantage in these big fights and scenarios. All right, so can Heretics now do it on offense. They had a great break defensively. Offensively, not a ton of separation. Now there is. FaZe will clearly win that break, and they'll push the advantage even more. So they'll get pushed up. Simp trying to do what he does best, find his timings, take players apart. He's on 5 straight. Will drop, but setting up aBeZy then to also smash you in the face.
Yeah, that just all stems from the break off. There were some weird timings, but FaZe, they control top halls, and Simp just goes through bottom middle. It was like a double flank. It's just FaZe picked up on Real. Heretics did not pick up on Simp. Well, he was able to turn that into a 5-3.
Hey, it might be a similar conversation to the map 1 hardpoint. Rancor started slow. Will he turn it around? Different mode, same map. We'll see if he can do it. 3 and 11. Just get locked in for now.
Poor aBeZy. I mean, with Wellside right now, just checking the wrong corners. You are able to get pushed up if you are metals. Well, you deal with Simp. The headshot comes on in.
We're not done yet. 25 seconds on the clock. They brought it back in the lives department. Now they've got some map addition. Real's got out the doors. You gotta get that kill. It's not gonna happen. It's a wall bait from aBeZy through the door. First tick is done, but you lose plat control, you lose plat present. All on Rancor now. His nightmare continues. He's 4 and 12 and he's getting triple swung. Sub 20 seconds now to go. Did it stick him? It does not. Damage from the native is there. Super though gets stunned. What a play for himself. He's the most annoying kill, bro.
Yeah, and on top of it, again, aBeZy with a multi-kill that turns around for FaZe. But gives them control of the map. I mean, he has played well in the respawns throughout this series and well puts FaZe up 2-0. And as Ali was talking about, the last time these two teams played, hostage control was a 3-0 for FaZe.
Listen, the fact is this when you talk about the FaZe team. Cell is God. I get that. Statistically, the best player maybe in the history of the game. But this team loses maps when he has bombs. When aBeZy is playing well, when Simp is playing well, FaZe don't really lose. And I think...
Well, especially aBeZy.
I think, yeah, I was going to say, especially aBeZy. I think he's probably been, sometimes on Sundays, the one that has hurt them. He's had some up and down performances. I think this is the most focused and best he's been playing in a while, honestly. And he's been grinding this year. You see him streaming, grinding 8s. Like he is working on his game. And he is pushing things here, 13 and 10. I know he just had a tough map too, but like that's why you had 2.
No, but he was the one in hardpoint, right? Yeah, that's why I said respawns.
yeah. True. But he has been impressive. Much better on the break. Well, Heretics won it last time on defense. Up close and personal goes Real. So they get a similar kind of break win the FaZe got. Hell, even better, and they're able to push forward. How much damage will they be able to do? Simp trying to get damage in, but can't get the fight clean, so the help comes over. Rancor maybe heating up finally. 3 straight before he drops. They are going to need him.
Yeah, almost a minute off the clock already here for Miami. Yeah, just right off that break. And well, which corner is he in? And yeah, poor aBeZy. He's the guy. He's the point man.
I think you've highlighted it, and you've really seen it here. Why? When he's at his best, he is the most impressive player maybe in the history of the game, just because those situations, like, when he's winning those fights and picking those people out as the first guy in, like, they're untouchable, right? Like, you can see how hard it is, bro. Like, you're swinging out guessing. getting caught with some corners, and maybe Heretics finally walking away with a round, but that's going to be 2 dead, so a little bit of life for FaZe. They stop it at 9.4. Draws gets on it. See if they work forward for the stack. If Easy wins that, you're probably in a good spot, but as Easy loses it, that's going to be all Hall control gone. Now the Swarm. Going to fly forward for Heretics. Sip hits a nade, maybe buys them some time. Draws it simply too much to deal with.
Yeah, they just put numbers on it. Now for FaZe, it's desperation play over towards A. Hell of a defense so far from Miami. I got a little bit nervous because sometimes when FaZe get out of spawn, they attract, they get over towards B. They just swing the round. They continue, though, to play this one out.
It's an Easy multi again that gives him a chance. Trying to watch everything, simply too much to watch. Simp going to be the person to get a body on it, but he's got to win fights to get there, and he's not going to be able to do it. So great defense from Heretics, but it'll all hinge on this offense. They couldn't really get anything going. The breaks just got to be better. I mean, how much time was milked before they really got pushed out towards the objective in that last round for them offensively? I mean, sub 40? Pretty exactly what it was, but
yeah, it was like 35 seconds left they really had before they got into it. Yeah, we just saw one reverse sweep on this map. Can Miami do it back to back?
Dude, that's why this weekend's been so lit, because it's not only just been, yes, we've had some incredible hardpoints, but there's been the banger surges. Even Control has had some incredible controls. Can the break off be better? They need it. Everybody's here for FaZe. Nettles can't chain it into the stun. Yeah, hits the perfect time, and he can't quite swing it. Real down to 9 HP, and he's going to dip away with his life.
They do just back up, though, and I like this, but he's going to get caught. Yeah, he just overpeaks for half a second and draws, makes him pay.
That's funny. Hey, Rice, you said it. It's like, back up.
Yeah, wait for your teammates off spawn.
Played it well until we didn't. Okay, though, this time, better in the sense they don't get pinned in spawn, right?
You're already super on it. Kind of wasting time. Real's just going to slow down the regain here from FaZe. Had to deal with the ARs, though. Draws in Celium both out. Real's going to back up to help his teammates. And, well, the help is there.
How?
Until it's not.
How? He's so annoying. Look at him. No idea how he gets the second there, but he's on 5 straight. 17 and 11 out of cell. FaZe boys taking turns, stepping up. Oh, I'm inside you. Cell 6 straight.
Well, that just gives his team the info, right? It's going to be a B hit, so he finds that first one. Rentor's going to be off spawn. And now it is a swarm for Atlanta FaZe. But yeah, starts with Celium, who's still alive. He's going to have Rentor off spawn. The other players from Miami, they're thinking, hey, just we're spawning Rock. Rentor's got to go help them out. Miami need to find something.
Cell still winning fight. Streak continues. No openings. FaZe Control is on point defensively. It has been perfection. Heretics flying. They are desperate, but they aren't finding the openings until maybe they are. They're able to get 2, but they're still up easy to get through. Our first map that is not a nail biter. Some entertaining around, but mostly it is FaZe dominance. Their control over the years has been the difference for them being the top team in the CDL when you talk about the overall standings. The final boss more often than not in that mode. That may go to Thieves this year statistically, but they're still ahead of the curve.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, it's a little bit different. Normally they play all 3, but a big reason why they pick Team B is they pretty much say we play Proto or Hossie, right? We're not going to play Vault, so it's up to you on what you want to play. Well, Miami, they're not going to play them on Protocol. Yeah, for Hacienda, again, it's one that you've had a little bit more success, but no success. I mean, it's better you don't get 3-0 and instead you get 3-1, but I'll tell you what, the offense just found nothing here for Heretics.
Looking at it through the stats, a tough one for Rancor. They need him in the respawns, and he just never had a chance to really get going. Map control felt like it was the way of FaZe throughout most of it. They won most of the breakoffs. Well, I guess actually won 2, kind of, if you're Heretics, or at least split 1 and 1-1. What do you think? Like, okay, you as a person, like, we talk a lot about Team A, Team B. I don't think we dive too far into the details of fans. Maybe some people don't care, but are you a Team B or Team A guy? Like, do you like to pick the first hard point, like smash someone out early? Do you like to get favored mid, deep in the series?
I mean, I think it really just depends on sort of what you want to do control-wise. If you can play all 3, I think Team A is sort of the way to go, but
the way FaZe, they just control the middle of the series, right? It's 2, 3, 4, basically on their decisions.
No, it's a good point, but like FaZe have been TB always. I think like for them, this year specifically, I think you're correct about the control, but I think when I talked to Crowder about it, it's just sort of, I don't know, we can come in and beat them on their hardpoint big map 1, this series is over. Like, we're going to beat them if we take their hardpoint.
Yeah, they're always going to trust their surge if it does go to a Team 5. Right, it's just different where, you know, a lot of teams who choose Team A, they're just a respawn heavy.
Yeah, I think they believe in themselves more to like beat a team on their opposition's pick and search than the other team beat them on their hardpoint. Probably is the case, right? This massive belief in your search. If I word that correctly, I think I might. Well, we check out the highlights for a second, but now we go to rewind. This will be the pick. We're talking about this A-B stuff because this is why, like you can see it, like Hacienda, that is the pick for Miami. They get the win there, which it almost gets stolen from them, but then you get the FaZe search, FaZe pick Hacienda, FaZe pick rewind. They dictate it through the mid-game. If we get to a Hacienda map 5, okay. I mean, obviously, you kind of flip the script. If you're able to take both hard points, if you are, well, wait, they did it to LA Thieves, though. I mean, Miami can win a couple of hard points. They're going to have to do it here. But FaZe boys have looked good on rewind.
Well, that's how they beat them at Major 3. They won both hard points, and they died to a Game 5, right? I mean, yeah, this is just very similar. When you talk about the Search and Destroy, they have no problem. When it comes to Hacienda Search, there is nobody better than this Miami Heretics since they've added Super.
I feel like we deserve a map 5 with how this series started. Still several series to go. This is your winner's final. Winner, obviously, into the final. Loser will have a date with Thieves, and there's storylines on both sides. I mean,
I'd love to see Scrapper Super again.
I'd love to see that. You'd love to see FaZe Thieves. The year started FaZe Thieves. A lot of the talk has been FaZe Thieves. They've won all of your majors. Thieves trying to win a second to tie it up. And honestly, Thieves, the first team that's really had a chance to win the overall CDL points. I know a lot of people don't care about it, but to me, it's important. That's a culmination of your majors, a culmination of all your online matches. Every year since CDL started, FaZe has been number 1. Thieves have a chance to take that from them. I don't know how much the players care about it, but
There's a little bonus for it.
yeah. Oh yeah, no, right, a little bit of cash. Thieves trying to dethrone the Kings. Miami trying to dethrone the Kings. As much as fans don't want to hear this, I mean, FaZe win this major, we're talking like Cold War here again. They won 3 out of 5 majors in Cold War and then won champs. This would be 3 out of 4 majors, and we'll see what happens in champs. Like 3 out of 4 majors is ludicrous. That doesn't happen nowadays.
It's a Treyarch title. Yeah. And it's what they thrive on.
So easily could be like Vanguard over there in every finalist. Don't win it. That game was something, huh? Alrighty, FaZe, it is their hardpoint pick. They will try to seal the deal here and get into another final. Tiny Tears smashing in the mouth off the break.
Then you already see Metals and Super, they're gonna spawn out. So Rentor's gonna play slow. Real's gonna try to back up to him and find a Tommy on Draza to dive. He's able to spot him, but the gunfight is difficult for both. But Draza hits the AR shots. Now, everybody from FaZe trying to hunt down this man.
What does this map look like for Heretics overall so far?
I mean, I think one, obviously, you know, they don't play a ton of. They haven't really played it in Stage 4, only 1-0 on the year.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of like last time I casted him here, and it hasn't been much at all, where this has been FaZe's go-to, obviously. I asked him so literally, this is the last time I casted Miami or even watched them here. It requires some discipline on this map. You've got to read spawns well, you've got to rotate. On the rotation right now, it is Heretics, but here comes the pressure forward. Semp able to pick up 1 as he gets out to 3 and 2. Rancor trying to fight from the point with the sub in hand. BZ nearly slams you. You win it though with 22 HP. You win another. Semp gonna be last guy up. How many kills did he walk away with? It'll only be 1. So a nice hold here from Heretics. And Rancor off to a good start. They need him. He started slow in some of the respawns.
And well, this was the issue, right, for FaZe sometimes on Rewind. It feels like they're controlling P2 spawns for the most of P1. But then they just slip on through. Miami have locked this down. They're able to find the spawns. The AR starting to pop on off. 20 seconds to go. So great stuff here from Heretics.
Yeah, but FaZe are a P4, P5 team. They don't make sense a lot of times, I swear, when it comes to their rotations. But you see the streak is earned for Super, 9-4, 6 straight out of him. The Super rookies doing it all right now for the team. Next hard point is going to be up.
And well, with this Hellstorm, I mean, you can make this ugly if you execute well, if you are Heretics. So you use this to break, maybe flip spawns if you need to. If you are Rentor, and you win the P4, I mean, yeah, you're going to have a 100-point lead, and that's going to be the call. So number 5 in Draza, he's going to spawn on up, but you're going to die as soon as you call this in. So not a ton of forward pressure, but he does still connect with 2. And well, then Rentor just spawns in. Rentor spawns right there, so there we go. You do exactly that if you're Heretics.
That was incredible. Super still leading the charge. 12-5, lead growing up 50. FaZe trying to win it on both sides of the map. You get it done on one, applying pressure towards the hard point and towards the spawn. The last spawn for Heretics is going to be safe. Every gunfight you lose, though, that's not going to be the case. Pressure to Real to go huge. Gets the spot, wins the fight. Only one alive. The FaZe boys trying to hunt him down. Spawn's coming in for Heretics. They're going to be out deep. Real is doing everything for the team. Maybe buys his team some time to get up the map, but I think Abizi does enough to delay it, or does he? Nobody in the hard point for now.
Yeah, they're just playing safe if you're FaZe. Yeah, they don't have. Yeah, you have one player spawn out, so you don't have your setup. But if you're FaZe, you recover. You recover from the Hellstorm. Now you have this P4 to get you right back into the game. But Real just pressuring through the middle of the map goes Rentor on top of it.
That's it, FaZe. They're P4, P5 team. Cirillo trying to find their time, but even though they've had control for most of this, they haven't actually been in the hard point. Due to the pressure coming in from Heretics, maybe now, okay, it slows down for a second. They can turn this into time. Trying to have their player inside get picked. Who simply got dropped earlier. Now BZ, they'll be the one trying to stay up. Looking for Kangles to sell.
Yeah, they just had like nobody up. They had nobody really pushed up through the middle of the map. But BZ though, with the AR, he's on 4 in a row, able to find third on the hill. Well, he's gonna be close to a Hellstorm. Well, you can see towards a rotation on P5. Draza, Simp, they're gonna be there. They're worried they spawned out. But FaZe fight back through P4, and well, Abizi being so darn good today in respawn.
He's got a Hellstorm now. You do the P4, and FaZe are so good at this P5 if they get control. So pressure to Heretics to keep them out of this. Because when it gets messy, I swear, FaZe making it clean by the time they are in, but they're not giving them any chance to do it. Cell last up and traded. Beautiful there from Heretics. This is a huge hole, because like you felt the pressure building, some good moments from FaZe. You stop it, you silence it, you turn this into great time, and you push the lead out again. Draza struggling. He's going to need to turn it around. 7-15, no hard point time. Not as involved as much as he liked it. And Super continuing to take off.
Yeah, and the best thing for Miami is the next 2 hills, right? You can't really use the Hellstorm. You can't really use that Hellstorm if you're a BC. You can't swing the momentum, but then just use the guns. It's going to be all 4 dead behind the tiny tears.
Yeah, I mean, at least you're right next to your P1, so it's not one of those breaks that's going to hurt you. But it's a lot of time to Heretics. Sim gets a double he has no right getting to get them in. Now we get into our second set. Really good from FaZe here at the onset of it. Abizi 3 straight, 18 and 10. The respawns have been so good from Abizi. And you know he's looking for a victim.
Yeah,
the Grimmer is trying to find somebody.
Get hearing the Tom sometimes. Sometimes he gets very frustrated. Not hearing that today. Just a lot of dead. A lot of dead as he's got both weapons. Another 5 spree for Abizi.
Too easy for Abizi. Back in the hunt. Dancing and diving. 5 straight for Zip as well as he's having himself a map. Both the Tiny Terrors going to fall to medals though.
Out. Nice head.
Okay. Deep is Super. He could be in trouble though. They're going to try and isolate him in the back. And he walks away with nothing. Some big gunfight wins there for FaZe. Still down 30 though. Feels like it's been a really nice stretch from them, but the early lead for Heretics still has them out in front, but it feels like it's slipping away, right? The game's slipping away from them.
Yeah, and finally a money hill where you just are pushed out, right? You finally have some layering. If you are FaZe, you get all those kills at the right time. It's a 2-2 split here for Heretics. Celium, he's got the spot on Rentor. Super's gonna have to go through Laundry to help out his teammates, but the first 20 clean here for FaZe.
Just trying to play his life. Real flies out, but you still have the numbers. Abizi looking for another multi-kill. Been so good, been so great. Now he doesn't even need to do it. His ARs have got his back. Lead change looming in the wind. Down 5, and this has been a run. I mean, it feels like kind of the map 1 phase where you felt Heretics start to take over. Kind of that second set of rotations. Feels the same way right now for FaZe. The game is starting to click. We heard the comms though from FaZe in the map 1. It is Heretics' turn. Can they stop the run from FaZe? Let's hear the vamos.
Ahí pasó. Imagínate el patio. Patio va para Ofi. Punto está muerto. Estamos Oscar, tú. Vale, guarda tú. Tiene miedo, sí, pero voy yo de cara. Vaya con corta ya para limpiar, ¿vale? No, está crisis arriba este. A ver si yo quiero Oscar, a ver si... Va a jugar de frente contigo, Oscar, a ver si... Muy bien, está pulsado, sí. Va a hacer sale frente, sí, ponte larga, tiene un poco de darle. Muerto. Dicho, tú. Dicho, ¿vale? He pegado pie a la azul. Patio. Patio, todos se quedan contigo en la punta. Dos tiros. A ver, va Cali, Rafa. Vale, derecha, tío. Chip está en P3, güey. Había un igual. Derecha, muy tocado, Rafa, a la derecha.
Son dos derechas, no puedo.
¿Qué está ahí? A ver si quiero buscar y va a cargar. Es el último, ¿vale? Es el último, Sí. Doble pare, patio con tiro, patio y otro está en estamos mal. Puedes hacer que te haga gente. Vale, no veo. Sí. Exterior, sí. Muerto. Hay una patio, Sí, dale. Patio no va nada. No tengo nada, dos tiros, metal. Vale, sí. Coge si quieres. Más tocado.
Son los días.
And this is what I was talking about. FaZe, when they get control of P5, rarely give it up in the chaos. They will thrive. Cell had a big multi-kill to keep him in. Streak up to 5. Crossfire is in. Metals with the triple though. Metals with the triple might keep them in the game. FaZe weren't able to win it here, but it is much needed time for Heretics.
Yeah, you still have the Hellstorm on a BZ, but I mean, where do you use it, right? You might have to wait if we get to another P2. But yeah, you do a great job in the listening to break up that P4 for FaZe. They could have won it. A nice couple of breaks, and now it's a fight back inside the store. And Sip just hit pick.
Okay, here we go.
And Heretics continue to fight on.
It will not go away. Turn it up at the right time. Abizi trying to lurk until the teammates get there. What an entry from him. He's on 34. Abizi shooting on his booty and went in fight. The tiny tears hit you in the face again. 20 seconds needed for the win. The reads are on with the spawns and Rancor in trouble, but trying to find the opening. There is no opening. Sip able to tuck away. Hits the stun. Not going to find the kill. It's going to be 2 dead. Heretics still a chance to fight in. 5 seconds over FaZe for the win. They get the kills around the point. It's easy. Going massive again. Keeping a foothold here. Nearly stepped on his forehead. They're in. They're holding. The series is done. FaZe take the hard point. Abizi dominates.
Back to the final go of FaZe. They're going to have a date with either Miami or LA. But that streak that we talk about stays alive. But yeah, I mean, listen, a lot of the times it's Sip, a lot of the times it's Cellium, the numbers that they drop. But Abizi was so darn good, especially in that map 4.
It's why they're the greatest duo of all time. Sip says, get my backpack map 2. Abizi says, I got you map 4. They all got it in control. But that is a series. They get the revenge. Heretics have had their number as of late. They beat them online. They knock him out in the last